More videos, less editing. Apologies for the dead space. Alrighty, back into the placement games here. If you haven't seen the past few episodes, it got heated. I did like 4 games in a row last night, and it was not great. I lost my marbles. And if you're looking at me right now and you're like, you look a little wet, it's because it's raining outside and I am a boy and do not know how to use or own an umbrella. And I'm just like, I'll just walk through the rain. And so we're a little wet, and figured it's a great time to jump right in, get a little bit more placement games. Let's see where we get to. By the way, last game, spoiler in 3, 2, 1, too slow. Last game, I was watching it. I got the 11-point victory, which is always fun, but I had the 11-point victory one turn earlier. I was just actually dumb. So hopefully we need to be very thinking about where we're going with our roads here. We need to be much more careful and be a little bit snookier, you know? Jumping in, placing first, no time for plugs. We got to look for a good placement. Just look for big numbers and lots of cool resources. We are seeing low wheat, super low ore. So does the wheat make any sense? I mean, you can just take 643. That's actually like decent, but you're kind of stuck with an ore port, which is kind of useless. You're not going to get enough ore and sheep on the way back. You might get the 1143 on the way back. That's actually not a terrible setup. Although there's so much road material here, I feel like going something like 8-5-10 or 9-6-10 is just asking for trouble. I kind of like the sheep and the wheat because the sheep's kind of distributed. 9-5-10 also feels like trouble, but you have the 3-1 ports. You can maybe get up to the 8-10 over here with the free road. I feel like 3-6-4 actually just feels kind of correct, although we did just get smushed playing ore wheat sheep. I'm not sure if there's enough sheep to protect this. There's definitely not enough ore. However, who's going to be blocking the 3 ore? Like, it doesn't really make sense. If we get this and like the 11-4-3, I'm fine. If we get this and like the 8-10 to 4-3 with the brick port, I'm also fine. There's a lot of free roads over here. There's a lot of sheep availability, especially up here. Now, we do have a lot of sheep over here in the sheep port. So I'm looking at like the 8-5-10, although we already discounted that. I think this actually just might make more sense. We're going to take you. I'm going to point down just to protect my road. I don't think that road's going to be useful at all. I know it's kind of boring. Take the ore wheat sheep because there's not a lot of good ore wheat sheep on this board. And the reason this is helpful for me is it's flexible. On the way back, I could get any number of free roads. I can be the only ore wheat sheep person because there's just not a lot of ore and there's not a lot of wheat. So taking the best wheat and the best ore, in theory, even though the ore kind of sucks, feels good. It's going to be a little bit easier for me to do stuff because I'm going to be protecting my settlements with my knights, in theory, and hopefully no one else is really going to be able to do much. They're going to be building around this big board. So my goal right now, I think my next best placement is the 11-3-4 if it's open. If it's not open, I like the 8-10 to 3-4 with the potential brick port. I like the 8-10 just up to the brick port if someone takes the 11-3-4 and maybe down to like the 3-11. We can kind of play around with it. So I like this 8-10 with the starting free road. And yeah, these are both pretty good spots. I mean, the 9-6-10 is also a great spot in 4th. I even like the 9-6-10, just take the 8-4 up here and just say, you know what? I'm going to take the brick port. I've got 8, 6, and 10. Good luck blocking me. I can figure out the rest of the game after that. By the way, we're playing with Cho, Letta, and Kozarok. Getting in the plugs, I completely forgot about them. Sometimes my brain just goes a little bit loopy. You guys know that by now. We are learning Catan. Make sure that in the comments section down below, you guys are going and grilling me, eviscerating my gameplay, getting in there as aggressive and mean and rude and critical and critique and thoughtfulness, add timestamps, tell me all my mistakes, tell me everything I could do better, how I can improve. Very, very helpful. We're having a fun time on the channel, learning and growing. And I think if you guys can go in and give me some juice and say, here's what you can be doing differently, here's what you can be doing better, here's how you can improve, that's how we're going to be climbing the leaderboard. There's going to be better games for you guys to watch. It's going to be more fun, more improvement. Good placements. I like that. There's only one thing I do ask of you. If you are going to go down and leave a critique comment, first of all, thank you. Much appreciated. That's how I'm learning and improving. Second of all, make sure to click the like button when you scroll down. If you go click that like button, that's your payment. Or when you're done typing the comment, scroll up, click the like button. It's all good. Either way, if you leave a comment, you got to click the like button. It's easier to like it than it is to comment. So it's the fair trade, right? It seems like a pretty fair trade to me. Wow. So this is wide open. Do I just take the 11-4-3, try and build over to the 8-4? This just feels really strong. This doesn't seem like it's going to be taken. If I take the 8-10, it's going to take me a while to get over there. I mean, you also just have like the 6-5-11 free road up here. That also seems really strong. 6-5-11 seems so strong. Am I ever gonna beat black to the 11-3? That could ruin my entire game. I said I'm going or wheat sheep because everyone else is going something different. I think we've got to go or wheat sheep here, and we're gonna point up and we're gonna look to the sheep port. Put a GL with a heart in there. Honestly, let's block the wheat. And I'm going to steal from orange because I think they have an ore. They got a brick. And so, pretty interesting. We've already got a development card. If this is your first Crazy Duck video, welcome aboard. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it's a good game. Seems like we have a friendly chat here. Just sit back, relax, enjoy. Look at that great block by me, by the way. Oh my God. Ouch. And if it's your 5th, 6th, 7th Crazy Duck video, thanks for continuing to watch. Clearly, you know it doesn't really get much better than that. So click on that subscribe button. No, can't do that for a free road. Click on the subscribe button and just go and show me what you got and see what happens. By the way, you notice that you got a little bit roasted for your taste here. That's fine. We're going to practice roasting some people. We're not going to be mean to people in chat if they're mean to us. I think I got to take a development card here. No, let's hold. There's no rush. Let's hold. There's no rush. I think it's going down to the... It's not even on me. Yeah, don't look scary. I'm not scary. Don't worry about me. All right. A 6 gets us a city. Might be able to trade for it. No, there's no wheat on the board. Discarding 3 ore seems so wrong, but I think just holding the development card makes sense. Okay, we got a brick back. That's fine. I'm not sure where my first placement is. I think it's the 11, because then we're going to double up on the 11, double up on 3s. Hopefully at some point upgrade the 6-4-3 down here. I'm still not taking a development card until someone places something on me. Discarding 3 ore feels so bad. Yeah, so if people are mean or rude in the chat here, we're going to try and not roast them in the chat box. We're going to roast them over the microphone. We did that a little bit last episode, and I think I went too aggressive. So it's going to be a learning curve. We're going to figure out what we're doing. We can't have that happen. Oh, that's bad. So maybe we should have bought a development card last turn. Okay, it's not on me anymore. But where do you block? There's no one sharing a spot. You're sharing a spot with everyone. All right, I've done nothing. I've gotten robbed twice from. I think the robs are being pretty fair. But we're going to do our best to spread the love a little bit. And hopefully roast people. We're going to try and get our roasts to be a little bit more strategic and a little bit not just mean. All right, trading people cities or settles for some reason. Don't think this will go through, but people might need the wheat. I think wheat's pretty rare on this board, so whoops. I'm just going to hang on to it. I know I need the 3. Oh my God, if we move to... well, a 3 or an 11 gets us a city, which is fine, but... brick for wheat? I'll need a sheep with that also. Or for wheat's an interesting trade. So yeah, I can't do that trade. Gonna be trying. I need to try and win these placement games. If we start falling behind too far, it's not the worst thing because this is a really good catch-up style game. I have space in the top. I don't really need too much. I just need to get my city up and running. That's so tempting. Should I just do it? What about something like that? Oh my god. All right. There we go. A 6 gets us the city. Where's black gonna block? Probably down on the 6. Hopefully steal from red. Well, that's really annoying because now I need the wheat. Well, then I'll just take a development card and say, you know what? Knight me. Put it on, wow! It's not on the 6. All right, that's great news. We're in a good spot. Orange may have a knight. We'll find out pretty soon. I think orange is our biggest threat here. No, no, no. Six. Try this out. I don't think these are going to go through. And then we're going to try both. And then if we don't get both, we're going to take a development card and learn from our mistakes. Don't think it's going to happen. They have 0 cards. All right. I have a defensive knight. Great news. Where does orange put it? Who are they scared about? I can't be scary. I only have 3 cards. I've done nothing. Great news. Keep not blocking me. We need to upgrade the 6-4-3 fast. That's our next goal. Upgrade to get a little bit more wheat, a little bit more sheep. I mean, we're kind of stuck on the 4s rolling if you think about it. So what's our actual first... Yeah, it's going to go on to the wheat here. Steal from orange. Especially if they have a wheat in hand, which I think they do. Brick for a wood and a card. I'll take it. I don't need the wood. Don't need the wood. I'm sorry. Do you think maybe just if I like pull like a road builder or something, we have to steal from orange here. I think they have a wheat in hand. We got a tree. We've got to steal from orange here, but I don't know where they're best. I don't think this is going to happen, but we'll try it. Orange thinking. I'll do that with red. All right, trade me a city. Great news. I was about to try and offer that. I'd much rather do it with red than I would with orange. What do they have? They have a 3-1 wheat port. Look at that. 3. A 6 gets us the second city, and then we're up and running. 6 gets us the second city, and we're up and running. We don't have a 3-1, but I think getting to the 8-4 would be really interesting, because then 8s are kind of good for us also. And the sheep port's kind of irrelevant because the sheep's going to be our rare resource. Because we're only on 4s. Not a lot of number diversity. We need 3s and 4s to make our game good. But a 6 gets us a second city. Still looking at need more development cards, but orange just passed. Did they just buy one? I think they have a non-knight. I don't think I want to trade my ore. Because if a 6 rolls, then I'm in a good spot, and I don't want to do that. What are they taking? 3 wood for an ore. 2 ore. Yep, black's dangerous now. How about something like this? Now I'm in a really weird spot here. I've got a hand full of ore on a low ore board, but people are going to need it at some point. Orange has 6 cards. Thinking about it. I'm just going to pass. I'm just going to pass and hold. Black should be dangerous with their city. They just have a 3-1 though. So like, I think I'm in actually a good spot. Like I said, I'm the one person kind of doing the other thing. Everyone else is going to be building around. Look at that. There's our second city in our hand. And if a 7 rolls, I'm still screwed if a 7 rolls. With all the ore, maybe just go to the ore port. I mean, the 3s and 11s have to roll, but like, that seems to be my biggest number. Oh my God. Just take the second city, and now let's see what we can do. Ore port's going to be our maneuver. We'd love a 4. It's so funny that I'm not even getting blocked, and we got the 4. Holy smokes. How about a 6? I think the sheep's actually more valuable at this point in time. Because we have 2 different numbers to get more ore. We only have 1 number to get more sheep. We need to hold on to development cards. That's fine. That's perfect. Road builder. Now here's the question. Here's the burning question. Do we just go ore port, sheep port, double up on all of our ore? I mean, we don't have to use it anytime soon. The other option is go to the 8-4 with the brick port. That just seems wrong. We're just going to be kind of stuck on 11s and 3s. I think the 8-4 actually makes the most amount of sense. Is there any other option that we have here? Can't believe the 6-5-11 is still wide open. That's like a crazy spot. That would have been a really interesting move coming up this way. Maybe I should have done that. Although I think it would have changed up the game. I think orange would have gone up here for the 11-4-3. All right, a lot of sheep. I think it might just be the ore port, sheep port, 4s, 3s, and 11s give us a bunch of cards, and we can just kind of go crazy on the devs if we need to get to where we need to get to. So we're going to try and get some sort of settlement in hand. Perfect 7. Get it off that 6, please. This is one of those games where it's like, you know what? If nobody else is doing the thing that you're doing, you're kind of playing your own game. Everyone else is going to be kind of battling for road and building around stuff. The problem is that my numbers are low, that if they don't roll, I don't have good diversity. We only have 4 numbers. So if something doesn't happen, then it's going to be hard to really make it work that well. But once we get to the ore port and the sheep port, I think I'm actually in a decent spot. It's just going to be tough getting there. And it's not good if I keep getting robbed. Well, I guess red got robbed, but I can't have the 6 blocked here. Black only has 2 cards. I still think this is the block here. And there's going to be no wheat on the board, so I'm not even going to try and trade for it. Red keeps... There's a lot of 7. A lot of 7. There we go. Now this is where we might be able to get something interesting. What can we do for a wood? Or 2 woods here. Do something like this. I know there's wood out there. I mean, if I can't get this, I just got to take the 2 development cards, right? Okay, that's great news. And that's great news. So now that we have the mono, I'm going to road building up here. I've got my knight as defense. We can mono something. I mean, we can probably mono the wood, get to the ore port or the sheep port, and might get 2 of those in the same play. Double up the cities, zoom in, take the development cards. The mono is going to be really, really interesting here. There's so much wood around that anytime wood rolls, that's actually like a wood mono sounds bananas. But if you take a mono to get 2 settles for the double ports, we're actually in like a really, really good spot. Take the sheep port first. We can kind of control it. Okay. Honestly, I think the sheep is my least valuable resource right now. Okay. Put a knight. We're going to put it over here. Rob from black once again. Can we get, I don't know how much wood's out there. So we can just trade in actually. Now, do we just take two more development cards? I think so. Let's try and keep playing our development card game. Or do we do 1 development card? It's a knight, so we have army. And let's just take the second one. Okay. Defense is going to be very helpful since I have such low number diversity. Still just need a wait for a few wood rolls. We'll just mono the wood. Waiting, being patient, being sneaky. That's great news. Get me more wood on the board. Let's see it roll. A lot of brick. I mean, we could just mono, like almost any of the monos are fine. We need to be very strategic here. I can't do it for a sheep. Because if we get up here, then we have the sheep port, and then we can use our sheep to do something interesting. I'll do it for a sheep wood. You got 8 cards. I'm in a really good position right now. Even with my 2 settlements. 4 points, 6 points with army. How about a nice like 9 roll? Dang, there's just like no wood out there, huh? Let's try this once more. I think we gotta just take it. Take the settle here. What's around? We've got a lot of sheep on the board. Do I just pull the sheep, take the second settle? That feels really impatient. I just don't know how much there is. So I think I'm actually just going to hold. I'm not in army threat. No one's in threat of winning right now. Red's going to have a tough time upgrading. Black's going to have a tough time maneuvering around. No one could possibly take army from me, which is great news. I've got my defense, and if I don't need to use my defense immediately if I have a good mono opportunity. So now we could mono sheep. We could mono sheep. I need to keep an eye on how much sheep is out there. There's a lot of wood now, but that doesn't help me because I don't have the brick. There's not a lot of sheep out there. So this is a great opportunity to use a knight. I mean, a 3 gets us another city, kind of useless. I think we just go more dev cards. No points yet, but we're going to take army here, go up to 7. 8 down here. I mean, even like a 9. Like a 9 over on the 6. Like there's some weird stuff going on. It's fine. Just going to take the last card from black here. We got a wood. So I don't want to take the settlement. Well, let's see if we can get a trade here. I'll do any of those. There's got to be some brick out there. I think we just take 2 development cards again. Knight. A point. Gets us to 8. 9, 10. We have a path to victory here. Black at 8 on the board, but they're going to have a tough time getting their next points. 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5. Need to be very careful with our mono still, looking for good opportunities to take something. Yeah, it's still blue. Good call. Is it still the 9? And we're just going to take from black once again. Like a 4-for-1 doesn't seem correct here. Probably not taking any of those. I think I just hold at 7 actually, as crazy as that sounds. Look, don't even type. I'm closer to winning. I think that's true. I have every resource. No, black is good production. All right, there's a good mono setup somewhere around here. A lot of ore, but that's all in my hand. There's not a good mono. Do I defend it? I mean, enjoy your ore. I just need to keep an eye out for a good mono. There hasn't been enough sheep to roll through. You're at 9 points on the board. That feels so wrong. How do you feel like it's still me when you're at 2? I think I just got to take a development card here. You're literally at 9 points on the board. Can't possibly be me. I mean, it can, but you're at 9. This is great news because hopefully I won't be getting blocked as much. Just don't type. You're at 9 points on the board. A 4 would be great news for us, but we also can just pull the brick. There's a few good opportunities here. We just need to get really lucky. Ooh, taken road. That's juicy. That's juicy, juicy, juicy. All right, keep an eye out for points. There's a lot of ore out there. Does the ore or the brick make more sense? I need to be smart about it. Well, I guess we'll see. I think ore is just like the chats are phenomenal. Okay, there's still brick. There's a lot of ore. This might just be an ore mono, and I'm realizing that like maybe this would have been a better choice here, but I don't know. I think the sheep still was pretty good opportunity. I'm at 7. I'm not blocked. Okay. Where do I want to block here? I think just take the 6. I think steal from black still, because if they get road, it's pretty scary. All right. We're going to take the ore here. I think this potentially could get me to win. No, 1 off. But I am going to take the ore port to be a little bit more flexible. Matt, 1 away. Any upgrade That was a really weird move, but you know what? Any 3, 11, 4, everything wins. Every single one of my rolls wins, except for, I guess, a 6. So we're in a good spot, though. That's even better. The one roll that I don't actually need. And we have our knight. Keep using them to make it look less scary. But where are you going to block? I mean, realistically, a 3 or an 11 win. I still think we want to block over here. We've got a few opportunities. Orange needs to extend road. Orange needs to extend road pretty badly. But I don't want to say anything. They know what to do. They said they're a pro player. Yep. There we go. Great news. I wonder if that mono was just like really bad. I don't think so. I think if there was one more ore, I think I had an opportunity to take it. Still looking for a 3 or an 11 or maybe even a 4. Wow. Unlucky on the rolls. Keep taking from black there in the scariest spot, I believe. But yeah, I'm happy with orange with road. I think orange taking road got me the win, and I didn't even have to say anything. But we just need to get a 3 or a 4 or a few 6s. And can I say, if they ask me what it is, can I say it's a year of plenty? Orange is close with the dev cards, right? Still a 3 or an 11 wins. And we've had a lot of them this game, so it's kind of unlikely, but what can you do? Not getting the right rolls here. That's fine. It's tough when you're on this low of number diversity. I hate low number diversity. I kind of put myself in this position. I think the 6-5-11 build up may have been interesting if I saw that black was building down. Could be in a much different type of game. Much different type of game, okay. That's one card. We still need a 4 or a 3. The 6 is so irrelevant. Can't be trading you here. You have so many points. Yeah, there's pretty much no more trades left. The brick is useless to me. The wheat is pretty much useless to me. There we go. That's win in hand. I think that's GG. I think we're going to say GG. I had a second one. I had both cities there. Wow. All right. We're back in it. We're back in it. Let's look at the stats here. The 3s were insane. The 3s were absolutely insane here. That's pretty crazy. I mean, for being on 3 and 4, the 4s didn't roll too much. The kind of normal. The 3s really saved my game. And the mono was an interesting one. Yeah, orange was at 9. All right, GG. Oh my God, look at the production. Insane. That's one of those things. I feel like I did good. I feel like I did good. What do you think? Did you like the video after leaving a mean comment? Did you subscribe to the channel? We'll never find out. I don't know how to check those things. Thanks for watching. Much enjoyable. Much enjoyable? What does that even mean?